Welcome to the Feast of Weeks, a holiday which means a holy day, given by Yahweh to be celebrated by his chosen ones. Yahweh chose us to bless the whole world. All people of the world, all nations of the earth are blessed through us. Genesis 12 what? 3. In case you're wondering why the world is catching hell, there's a reason. Genesis chapter 12, verse 3 reads,
"And I will bless him that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed."
At the moment, all families of the earth are cursed. No rational person will deny that all the families of the earth are presently cursed. You have Iraq just blew a big hole in a ship in the Persian Gulf. Killed about 30 or so Americans. That's over 10,000 miles from these shores, over in somebody else's territory. Anytime your ship is blown apart and you lose 30 of your people, that doesn't sound like a blessing. And just today, Yahweh brought a tornado through Texas and killed up a lot of people. Now, if you don't know that's an act of God, Yahweh, tornadoes, they read your insurance policy. And without exception, your insurance policy states they will not insure or pay off for acts of God. No insurance policy wants to pay off for acts of God. Then they tell you, in case you don't know, go get your insurance policies and read what the acts of God are that they don't want to pay for. Tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, volcano eruptions, these are some of the samples of the acts of God that men with money don't want to have to pay for, especially when he gets upset. When God gets upset, nobody wants to pay out of their pocket for that because he is devastating. That's why you read in Psalms 47 that he's a mighty and terrible God. He's good and he's love, but he's mean. He will kill you. If you don't believe that, go back and try to find the people in the days of Noah. Yahweh was so upset he killed everybody on the earth but 8 people. Right in Genesis, and he told you why he did it. He said the people thought evil continually, all the day and night long. They just thought evil all the time. And he got upset and said, "I repent for having made man." Genesis chapter 6. I don't want you to think I'm making this up, but people, Genesis chapter 6, people want to tell you that God is all love like he doesn't have a wrathful side, which means that false religious leaders are causing the people of the earth to make a mistake about the nature of God, Yahweh. That you can do anything you want to and just say, God understands. Well, you got the wrong kind of God that understands. The God that made the sun, moon, and stars, the air you breathe, the water you drink, and the food you eat, he doesn't understand you being evil. Period. And he will get you for that. Why am I bringing this side up? It's because the nations of the earth are not taught this side. That's why the world is being destroyed, because they think they can do anything against the Creator. And everything will be all right somehow. Genesis 6, verse 6. 5. Read.
And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Now, who can deny that's the state of mind of America? I have the answer and the cure to all of this. I'm here to heal all the people of the land that want to be healed, regardless of your nationality. Notice Yahweh said that the wickedness of man was great. Porno houses in America, pornographic literature. They take women and just strip them totally nude and take cameras and go all up in the birth canal and then teach people to freak off and be nutty about that. Wicked. Profanity all over the land. You can't go anywhere in America without hearing profane language. Filth, mouth, just filthy continually all the day long. Woman curse out woman, woman curse out man, man curse out man, man curse out woman, kid curse out kid, kids curse out adults, adults curse the kids out. They lay back and use language that you can't imagine a child could think up. And they didn't. They were taught this. Continually, all the day long. Lying, rape, murder, burglary. Almost the whole country is a bunch of drug addicts. You get down on the drug addicts on the corner, but mama's a drug addict. Go look at a medicine cabinet. She has a little drugstore in her medicine cabinet. She thinks she's all right because she went to the drug dealer, the doctor. Biggest drug dealers on earth are doctors and pharmaceutical companies. And your local pharmacist at the drug store. You can go to the store and get all the drugs you need. Then all the other drug addicts upset about the drug addicts on the corner. Ones on the corner just don't go through a doctor. I don't need his permission. I just go to the corner and get it. Go through all that trouble playing no game and go home and get what they want. One set of drug addicts upset with the other set. A country of psychosomatic. 85% of the people who go to the hospital and get operations don't need it. They're not sick physically at all. America's full of disease, all kinds of disease, cancer, heart attack, stroke, improper diet, because man is going against the laws that Yahweh set down for us to eat by. And those of us that eat according to his law, we look good, longer, we feel better, longer. Let's see, we're going to see how God feels about wickedness. Verse 6, read.
And it repented Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart.
Now see, Yahweh's not a spirit, see? Yahweh has a heart and he grieves. You can cause Yahweh to grieve. But the only thing that upsets him is what? Wickedness. Say he repented. I'm having thoughts about why did I make man? I made man to be good, but he's the opposite of what I made him for. He seems to love that which I condemn. He wants to go against what I lay down. And I made him. So it grieved Yahweh in his heart. And let's see what he felt about it. First of all, you're looking at the fact that it grieves him. So you think you can cause God to grieve on and on and on, and nothing's going to happen? You really think that? Let's read the next verse and see what he said he would do about it. Read.
And Yahweh said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth.
Look at that. Was that mean of God? His creation. He does what he wants with it. That's what makes him God. People in America are just one of many nations that love wickedness. Love wickedness. They have nightclubs, clubs at night. They have day clubs too, but they have clubs for the night that is only wicked. People do not go to nightclubs to practice charity, benevolence. And to establish sagaciousness. There is not a soul present who will say that that's the purpose of nightclubs, to do the work of righteousness and good. That this is where honorable men gather to learn about and practice honesty. Nightclubs are not places where men and women go to be with their family. It's a place where families are broken up. Sometimes fights break out because the wife is looking at him, not the husband, but another him. And she slaps his face because he's looking at somebody else. Nightclub. Y'all get drunk, stumble out, and go hit somebody with an automobile. Death and destruction as a result of the mind of man thinking wickedness continually. So we see here that Yahweh decided to destroy man from the earth. And he was so upset that he said, I'm going to destroy both man and beast, and the creeping things, and the fowls of the air. For I'm so upset, I'm sorry I made them too. Because man has taken the fowl and the geese and the chicken. He having sex with chicken. He gives them a hemorrhage. You find your ducks and stuff laying out dead. Died from a hemorrhage. Poor things. You know what they did to the duck and the chicken and the goose? They're taking the cows, and the cows would rather have a man, the heifer would rather have a man than a bull. And some old fool would rather have a sheep than a woman. Well, that's where your diseases come from, your social diseases. Gonorrhea in a cow is called bangs. Nothing but super gonorrhea. Bangs and gonorrhea is the same. So men of the earth who do not fear Yahweh have ruined the animals and caught animal diseases, then come back to the human family and spread it. So Yahweh said, I just will destroy the cows and all them too, because they don't know what they're supposed to do anymore. Other men have a dog as man's best friend. Poor thing. Some of the women lay with the dog and the men with the dog. Then the dog's nature is all crossed up. He forgets where he is because he doesn't have no sense about social decency, so he'll come out and show the world what he was taught at home. He'll crawl right up on a woman's leg in public. Why? Because he's been taught that at home. A hound came up at you and tried that, and you busted him upside the nose, he wouldn't do that again. Beat him with a chain. See, he's no better than to try that. You have to love me because I'm a plain teacher. I have to give it to you clear so you can understand. Now, it is a fact that I am erudite, and I can speak on highly sophisticated terminologies, but I don't want anybody that's weak-minded to not understand what I'm saying. Unless you have an excuse against God, saying you should have made it plain. I would have stopped my wickedness. Well, I'm making it plain. Why were there some people saved? Read verse 8. Read.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh.
Wonder why Noah found grace. He was a righteous man. Noah was just man and a perfect man. Verse 9. Read.
These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with Yahweh.
Yahweh has a heart. He walked. He walked with Adam, and he was still around, walking around when Noah was here. But Noah walked with him. And Noah was a just man. It means a moral man. So those that believed in Noah, those who believed the message of Noah, were allowed to be saved with him, and they totaled 8 people. Out of millions of people on the earth, 8. That's a small number. All of you sitting in here and all the people on the earth came from those 8. All the people on the planet Earth came from those 8. Because Yahweh killed out all those millions of others. And the people of the earth have not learned a lesson from Noah. So I go over here in the New Testament where Yahweh said, as it was in the days of Noah. Matthew chapter 24. What does Noah have to do with us today? There's coming a day soon that the heaven and earth as you know it is going to pass away. Heaven for the wicked. The wicked idea of heaven. I'm putting on public notice. You're about to pass away. The whole earth of the wicked. See, when Yahweh destroyed the earth, he kept 8 people on it. They had to float around about 40 days and 40 nights, but he preserved them, and they still were on the earth. So don't think about you're going to be blissed out and go somewhere in some rapture. That's a rapture lies. Nowhere in the Bible can you find rapture. Find rapture in the Bible and come show it to me. I've read from Genesis to Revelation to the end, and there's no rapture. Rapture is a man's concoction and lie. Can man lie? Well, where did you read about Cinderella being a real woman? Was there really a Jack and the Beanstalk? Was there really a Little Red Riding Hood? Was there really a Mother Hubbard and her cupboard? Was it truly a Hansel and Gretel? Maybe there's a Santa Claus. And there's Rudolph and Vixen. And maybe you still believe in tooth fairies. And trolls under the bridges. Don't ask me, will men lie? No, you're going to have to face life and death right where you are here on earth, and I'm here to set judgment in the earth, and if you choose me, you can live, and if you go against me, you are sure to be destroyed. That's all nations on the earth. So in verse 35, heaven and earth shall pass away. Don't wonder if it is or not. It definitely shall. Oh, Lord, if it's going to pass away, what am I going to do? Well, you're going to pass away with it unless you are with Yahweh, then Yahweh. Unless you're with me, you will pass away with this. And it's going to be a hot fire. And hell is heating up. But of that day, you want to know the day. You know how we are. You don't want to straighten up and do right. You want to know the day and the hour that Yahweh is going to do this, so you can party hardy until that day. Yahweh knows you well. When is it going to be, Yahweh, ben Yahweh? Praise Yahweh. When is Yahweh going to destroy the earth? Glory, Yahweh. I want to know. No. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. If he told me, I might tell you. So my Father knows, don't take no chance at all, not even with his son. I'm not even going to tell you. And we are one, but that's one he's holding back on me. See, that makes him God over me, you know what I mean? That's why I come as a son, because he's holding one back on me. Everything else he's telling me, but he's holding that one. I do not know the day or the hour, but I know the day and the hour is coming. Because my Father said so. And I warn you that that day is coming. Verse 37, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. When the Son of Yahweh comes on the scene in the flesh, the minds of men will be as they were in the days of Noah. Thinking evil and doing wicked continually. Now I want to ask you, I am self-proclaimed, self-styled, self-educated, and self-created, self-resurrected, and declaring the name Yahweh that has been a secret, the world's best kept secret. I'm declaring his name. And at my presence, the world is exactly as the word of Yahweh says it would be at my presence. Just like it was in the days of Noah. You just read it, so you know how it was. This confirms I'm not ahead of time. If I came too late, it would be too late for everybody. You couldn't be saved from it. So I'm on time. No one else has declared Yahweh's secret name but me. And I have declared it all over the earth, so another son can't come, because he would be inferior to me. He'd have to try to duplicate my work. And he's too late, because I am incredible in my performance of carrying out the will of Yahweh on earth, manifesting his name. John 17:6, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Yahweh, they were yours, but you gave them to me, and they are keeping your word. Now, in verse 9, I pray for those you have given to me. I am not praying for the world. Why? Because the world is wicked. It's dumb to pray for a wicked man that loves wickedness and does not want to change. It's a wasted prayer. So I don't pray for them. It's right here. I thought the Son of God love everybody. He loves everybody that's good. You see, the Father loves everybody that's good. Those that's wicked and think wicked and do evil, see, he already destroyed them, and you're going to go back to Matthew and see that's what he's going to do in the last days. Now, the same thing. In the meantime, I'm manifesting Yahweh's name to all people on the earth who will receive me and his name. And I'm praying for every one of you that receive me in the name of my Father, which I carry the same name. I'm the only person in the history of the world that has come in the name of Yahweh. Show me another. Go to your books and research in antiquity and discover another man that came in the name of Yahweh. I come in the name, with the name, bearing the name, in the power and the protection and the ownership and all that goes with and for the name. For just the name alone is power. The name is so powerful that you can call on the name and face the east and call on the name Yahweh, and before you speak, Yahweh will answer you, and while you are yet speaking, he hears. Before you call, he answers. Now that's a powerful name.